I have 3 immoral ways to make money in 2026, not 2026. And the biggest one is at the end. The first is racism. If you want to sell anything online, you need marketing. Otherwise, no one will ever see your stuff. And if no one sees your stuff, then you can't sell because you need clients to sell your product to. And what did I learn from racism and marketing? Because we run a YouTube agency, we make 6 figures per month. And so yeah, you could say that we kind of know how marketing works. We're still not there yet, but we are learning. And we kind of figured out a way to make 6 figures per month. Anyway, what did I learn mainly is that you need haters and you need lovers. If you have only lovers, then you're never going to have any traction on your website or on your stuff. And if you only have haters, I mean, you will maybe have some fame, but it's not the nice fame. It's not the fame that you want. It's not the attention that you want, because it will just be very depressing. Look at guys like Donald Trump. They get mainly hate. I don't know if that's a very nice way of living. Not saying that I hate Donald Trump. I actually think he has valid points, but he gets a lot of hate. Or like serial killers, for example. They get a lot of attention, but it's not a nice kind of attention. So you need haters and lovers. For example, racism, joke around with it if you want. Other things, controversy, like casual sex, any of those things that are controversial, you can use in your brand and your marketing. If you run a very large tax company, like use controversial terms on tax loopholes, how to scam the government, whatever. You have to be creative. You have to have some sort of haters to also have some success. So that's what I would use. No, not really any specific examples, but on this channel you can see what I mean, because I do it a lot. Let me look at the second point, and that is ruining your body, aka abusing coffee, fasting a lot, and don't sleep enough. That's the second immoral way to make money. If you want to make money online, you have to put in a lot of work. You have to work very hard. And what's the best way to work very hard? To do nothing else, like literally nothing else than working hard. So what's the best way? Sleep less, fast, so your brain is sharp and you're not filled with a bunch of carbs and you can't think. And abuse caffeine, so you actually stay sharp and awake and focused. It's not moral, it is immoral. That's why it's in the title. You can use it in your favor if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. I use it in periods because obviously I actually got sick because of this same reason, because I did this for the whole summer. At the end of the summer, when I started traveling, my immune system was weak and I got sick because I didn't sleep much and I was abusing a bunch of caffeine. So during the travels, I got sick. It's a sacrifice that you have to make. If you want to make it, do it. Sometimes you have to do immoral things to make money, to get the thing that you want. And the last thing that I wrote down that is an immoral way to make money is putting in 10 times more effort than anyone else, even the people that are already rich. Why is this immoral? Because most people would say work-life balance. You need a work-life balance. Blah, 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 blah. No. Right now, it is fucking hell. It's 5 p.m. I woke up at 2 p.m. You know why? Why I woke up at 2 p.m.? Because I flew to Bali to have nice weather, to be more in the sun, because in the Netherlands in October you don't have any sun, and to stay in nice villas, because I like to do that. Well, the other things that I'm doing besides that is working a lot. And I work with a team from America, from the United States, and their time zone is way different than Bali. So I need to stay awake till 6 a.m. to work, like from I guess 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm just straight up working because that's when they are awake, and then I can work with my team, have a bunch of calls, and we just can fail quicker, become better, and overtake the competition. That's what you have to do if you want to become very good at the thing that you're doing. Because if you become very good at the thing that you're doing, you're gonna make a lot of money. I mean, that's the way to make money. So start now. Put in way more effort than anyone else is prepared to put in. Get sick sometimes if that's necessary. It's not moral. That's why it's in the title, being immoral. You can do with this what you want. I don't really give a shit. I just know that the younger me would see this as like a challenge, and he would be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like the younger me would think that you always have to do the perfect lifestyle. Okay, wake up at 4 a.m., cold shower, meditate, go to the gym, eat super clean, blah, 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 sleep 9 hours per night. And yes, it will help you to stay sharp, and you need to recharge as well. But sometimes you have a shitload of calls and you have to yell at people in your team because they're not doing a great job. Like, obviously don't actually yell at them, but you know what I mean. You have to talk to them because stuff is not going well. Then you have to stay awake longer. Sometimes you have to skip the gym because you're doing more important stuff than that. Yeah, if you want to get rich, if you want to make money, you sometimes have to sacrifice other things. It's always sacrifice. You can have a fun party life with a bunch of alcohol and a bunch of women, like even more the gendered women that I'm sleeping with, because you pick them up from a nightclub. You can do that, but then you have to accept that you're probably not going to have a very nice body, your energy levels are probably going to be shit, and you're going to spend a lot of money on going out and having a party lifestyle. Like, that's your sacrifice. It's immoral. That's the reason why it's in the title. I'm going to shut the fuck up because I have better things to do. Goodbye.